Hi, my name is Doug Coda. I'm the owner of Waterloo Bike Shop and Tollgate Plaza in Waterloo. We've been here since July, last July actually, so we're almost coming up onto a year. We do lifestyle bikes. We kind of specialize in being your neighborhood bike shop. Um, we've been doing bikes for on over 20 years out of our listable shop, and we decided to move down here, as I say, in July, uh, kind of as a relaxing a little bit more than our everyday bike, bike shop in Listowel.
What brought you to this neighborhood specifically? Like, why Waterloo?
Why did we come to Waterloo?
And why
Good.
the Lakeshore area?
Well, the lakeshore area we moved into mainly because my daughter lives over on Falling Brook and we live over in the same area. So this happened to be a nice little plaza. It had everything that I needed for a bike shop. It had a trail close by. It was a nice neighborhood. It was quiet. Um, it fit well with our business model, is what was the biggest thing.
Okay, and you mentioned that you've been in the business for about 20 years. What got you into this business in the first place? What motivated you to wanna
Well,
have a bike shop?
it's kind of interesting how we got into it. We were actually into sports in general, so we did a lot of sports equipment, mainly starting into hockey equipment repair, and we kind of transitioned more into the bike repair end of it, and then we got into new bikes. I've always liked to build things and repair things. That's what I've done most of my life. So it just felt natural to be able to do that, and it wasn't really stressful. It was just a nice way of filling your day in, I guess.
Nice. Okay, what is something that people don't know about your business? I know that it's not just your bike shop here in Waterloo. You have one in Listowel, but you have other things. I see different websites. You're involved in a lot of different areas. So, can you explain a little bit about what you do other than just this bike shop?
Well, I've always been involved with the environment and doing planting trees and keeping our rivers clean and that type of thing. So that kind of was a natural for me to start into building trails, which I've done for a lot of years since the 80s, helping with trail work, helping develop trails, which then led into when we got into the bike end, it led into cycling tourism, and now we have a website that catalogs all the trails as we find them, all the trails in Ontario. So if you want to go out and ride a new trail every week, we can do that. We can send you someplace to ride and tell you what is there once you get there, so you have a place to have lunch and that type of thing.
Okay. And what do you like? So, you chose the Lakeshore area. Is there something specific you like? What do you like about the neighborhood?
Well, when I was looking for a new shop, I was looking for a couple of things. One, I was looking for a neighborhood, which Lakeshore has. The other thing I was looking for was a trail, and there's a trail just outside my door. From that trail, you can go any place in town. So it's not that it's just a short little trail. It'll take any place you want to go in Kitchener, Waterloo. Um, Being in a small little neighborhood plaza worked well for us as well, because we're coming from a small town, so we wanted to be in a small community again. That's where Lakeshore fit in well.
And do you have any like favorite things about your community, like restaurants other than the trails? Because we all know now you love trails and biking. And what about um, just what caught your eye about Waterloo? Like, what, since you've moved here, what are some things you love about the community, neighborhood, just in Waterloo in general?
Yeah, Waterloo has a lot of opportunities for you in general. I mean, where we are right now, we have a great bakery right next door with the bread and pretzel. There are so many opportunities for evenings and weekends. When you're in rural Ontario, everything kind of is shut down about 5 o'clock. In Waterloo, things kind of, after 6 o'clock, there's still things that you can go out and you can do. There's lots of trails that you don't have to drive to get to. There's lots of things that, catch your eye. And there's things happening all the time, and there's new things happening all the time.
Okay. Now, what are one of your favorite trails? So you keep mentioning the trails here in Waterloo. So for the bikers out there, and for anybody just to walk their dog or walk or just go for a walk, bike.
Well, the trail that's right out in front of us, in front of the store, is the Laurel Trail,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean it's a nice, goes through the neighborhood. It's a really well maintained trail. It then connects to the Iron Horse Trail. You can also make a connection onto the Spurline Trail from there. You can travel all over Kitchener, Waterloo, and Cambridge from that one beginning trail right there. So the network is really well set up. Sometimes it's not signed well, so you could get lost on it if you don't know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's a really well maintained and set up trail.
Great. So tell me why do you feel it's important that people shop local?
Why should people shop local?
I know a lot of people,
Shopping local is important, and I say it's important because you have hockey teams, soccer teams, lacrosse teams, gymnastics, you name it, whatever, your schools, whatever. Your local businesses are those that support it. Your
Right.
big box stores, the money goes to head office. It never ends up back in your neighborhood as much as they say it's going to. So shopping local keeps that there. It also keeps the service end of the business in place. So for me, in a bike shop, you can buy everything I have here online.
Right.
Do you know what to do with it and you get it? Probably not. So you're going to end up coming to somebody like me and having me, and like I'm just doing pedals right now for a gentleman. He bought the pedals online, can't put them on. So I'm putting the pedals that he bought online on his bike for him. Buying a tube. I've had guys buy tubes and then come back and I have no idea how to put the tube in. So I'm here to do that for them. Now, if you spend all your money online or at the big box stores, eventually guys like me disappear because there's nothing for us to do.
Right. I agree with that for sure. What's the best way for customers to contact you? And also, is there anything that's going on right now that customers should know about, or you just want to tell them about your business?
Best way to contact us is through our website. You can, if you wanted to go to our website, ontariocycle.com, and you wanted to book a bike in for a service, you can do it, and you can do it in either. You can choose whether you want it to come into the Waterloo store or whether you want it to go to the Listowel store. Other than that, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter, we're on most of the social media platforms, so it's not hard to get a hold of us. Or you can call us on the phone.
Right.
I mean, there's always that option too. We don't have an awful lot going right at the moment. We just got finished doing our grand opening in March, so that was a big event for us. Well, there is another thing happening in June. So I think it's around the 20th of June. We're doing a block party in the Tollgate Plaza. So it's not just me doing it. It's everybody that's in the plaza is getting together and throwing a party for the neighborhood. So all the neighbors and the kids and everything, they all come and they see what we have to offer. And we have I think we have a bouncy castle, and we're going to have a few other things this year, just as a party.
That is so nice. Okay, well, thank you so much, Doug, for the interview. That was great. So please check Doug out, Waterloo Bike Shop at 255 Tollgate Plaza. Thanks.